Hi guys, welcome back to another doll customization video. My name is Hannah or Lambency, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made LUZ from the Owl House. I just recently got into the Owl House because a lot of Shira blogs I was following on Tumblr started posting about it, so I checked it out and I immediately fell in love with it. I am obsessed. Actually, it's the season 1 finale tonight as I'm filming this. By the time I upload this, it will have been like a week past. I'm not mentally prepared for the finale. I am very scared. But I'm very excited, and I'm also going to be really sad that it's over. So I really hope season 2 isn't too long of a wait because I'm obsessed. If you haven't seen the Owl House yet, I definitely recommend it. It's super funny, it's cute, it has amazing animation and characters, and best of all, there's LGBTQ+ representation, which I live for. So yeah, go watch it. It's on Disney XD. It deserves love. Anyway, as always, thank you for your support, and I hope you liked the video. Let's move right along to the clothes. I started with our tights because I find it the easiest to sew. The pattern I'm using is from DG Requiem on Etsy, which I will link down in the description, and I'm using this stretchy black knit fabric. I cut out 2 pieces and then sewed them right sides together along this curve here. Then I hemmed the bottom of the tights using fabric glue. Then I folded them together and sewed along this other curve. Then I just pinned and sewed along here and it's done! Super easy. Now for the more complicated piece, her cat ear hoodie. I'm using Dolllightful's hoodie pattern from Etsy, but I altered it so that there is no zip in the front. I basically just used the back pattern piece as the front and the front pattern piece as the back. I also shortened the length as well as cut the pieces in half since LUZ's hoodie is half purple, half white. The other pieces are the cat ears, the inner ears, the sleeves, which I shortened, the hood trim, the bodice trim, and the hood. Ignore the sleeve cuffs because I ended up not using them. Here it is all cut out. I cut out 4 hood pieces since I'm doing a lining. First, I sewed together the bottom white pieces to the top purple pieces of the bodice. Then I sewed the cat ears and inner ears together. I turned everything out and then glued the inner ears on top of the ears. Now for the hood. I hemmed down this tab right here with fabric glue and then placed the 2 hoods right sides together and sewed the side that isn't hemmed. I did the same exact thing to the hood lining. Next, I folded the hood trim and pinned it to the hood, sandwiching the cat ears between the hood and hood trim. I hemmed the hood lining and then sewed it to the hood. I sewed along this seam here so that the stitches are hidden. I put a wire inside the hood trim so that the hood is posable, and that's it for the hood. Next up, I sewed the back bodice pieces to the front at the shoulder here. I hemmed the bottom of the sleeves and then sewed the sleeves to the bodice. I sewed the hood onto the neckline, then sewed the sides of the bodice together. I sewed the bodice trim to the bottom, and finally I hemmed one side of the back opening and added Velcro. Lastly, for her clothes, her shorts. I cut out 4 pant pieces and a waistband from a DG Requiem pattern, which I will link below. I used fray block on the bottom of the shorts pieces so that when I cuff the shorts it isn't frayed and messy. Next, I sewed the two front pieces together along the curve, as well as the back pieces to the sides of the front pieces. I sewed the waistband to the shorts, then folded it together and sewed along this curve here, leaving an opening at the top for the closure. Then I sewed along here and added Velcro to the back. LUZ's outfit is complete. Now for the hair. I used brown 100% acrylic yarn and cut pieces to the length I wanted, then tied the yarn pieces onto a hoop so I can brush it out. I used a pet slicker brush to brush out the hair until it is tangle free. Then I straightened the yarn hair with a flat iron. I decided to reroot the hair because her hair is so short that I don't need to make hair wefts. I made this rerooting tool using a cut needle and an X-Acto knife base. I put the yarn hair between the two tongs of the needle and push it into the hole. Because the yarn hair is so thick, I didn't need to use every single head hole and instead used about every other row of holes. Now that LUZ's hair is in, let's work on her face. I covered up her hair with fabric and kept it in place with pins. I wiped off the factory paint using 100% acetone nail polish remover and Q-tips. Originally, I was going to use this head as is, but I felt like her skin wasn't dark enough, so I ended up painting it a darker brown with acrylic paint before I started drawing. Okay, time for the face. I sprayed the head with Mr. Super Clear and then went to work using Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. I drew the outline of the face using this red color and also added the whites of the eyes and brown irises. I sprayed this layer with Mr. Super Clear and then went over everything with a darker brown. I sprayed Mr. Super Clear again and then went over the eyes with black and darkened her eye color. I also colored in her lips during this layer. After another layer of Mr. Super Clear, I added her lower lashes as well as her pupils and then detailed the eyes some more. Finally, I added dots of white acrylic paint and used gloss varnish on the eyes and lips to make them shiny. Finally, I cut her hair and added her earrings, which are just ever after high earrings that I cut. LUZ from the Owl House is complete. Her shoes are from the Spider-Gwen Marvel Fangirls doll, and I just painted them white. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!